So now that the podcast is currently on ice at the moment, I'm gonna try something a little different. In the meantime, until it's rebooted, I'll probably keep this going anyways. So a belief that I've been developing over the years is that I am not bounded to the color of my skin. And what I mean by that is I, as an individual, define my own culture with based on the things I believe in as an individual and things that I do as an individual and the choices I make for myself as an individual. You see, I grew up in a culture where individualism is pretty much the top priority. You make your own decisions, you make your own choices. You are who you are based on the things you do and the choices you make for yourself as an individual. And I came to this conclusion is based off because of the way I was brought up. I was expected to do X, Y, and Z because that's the color of my skin. I was expected to eat X, Y, and Z because that's the color of my skin. I was expected to behave X, Y, and Z because of the color of my skin. And that's a load of crap. And that was the standard put onto me by my family, by my own people that shared my same ethnicity. And this kind of made me become sort of like an outcast in my own family or like in my own community. I wasn't able to relate to most people in the community. Like, yes, I'll talk to some Asian people and be like, yo, yeah, I get that, but like to build an actual relationship, I just don't know. And the Asian friends I do have isn't because of our similar upbringings. It's because the things we have in common, the interests we have, the things we believe in. That's what made us friends. It's not because of the color of our skin. And I also hear this narrative, yo, Asian people need to stick together, I'm like, no, we don't. In fact, I hope that's not the case. I'm glad we don't. In fact, I don't want to stick to them just because of the color of our skin. Because what if our morals are on two different opposite directions? They're completely different from one another, and to the point where our morals actually clash with one another. I don't want to stick around you, and quite frankly, I'm not obligated to stick with you just because we share the same skin color. That is very surface level and artificial crap to really worry about, honestly, or to really define relationships with. Now, I get it. I get why some people do it. It's the fact that they can relate to one another within their own community, and that's how they build friends and connections. That's fine. But my main problem is that some people feel obligated to another person just because the color of their skin. That is not okay with me. Just because we share the same skin color doesn't mean we need to stick together or we need to help one another out. And growing up with people like this is what influenced my journey of self-discovery. At the end of the day, I've learned that I am responsible for myself as an individual. I do not tell people what to think, what to believe in, what they should do with their lives. None of that. That's their decisions, and they're responsible to figure that out for themselves. While me, on the other hand, I'm responsible for figuring things out for myself. At the end of the day, and that's what I'm saying. The color of my skin does not tell me what to think or what to do with my life. It's just the color of my skin is just the color of my skin. That's it. I was just born with it. It doesn't define what my culture is. It doesn't define what my religion is or what my belief is. I as an individual consciously decide on my own. So it really annoys me when grown ass adults tell me they don't want to do certain things because they're X, Y, and Z. They don't want to do certain things because they're Asian. That doesn't make sense to me. You shouldn't limit the things you want in life or things you want to pursue because of the color of your skin. Now, we're talking about activism related stuff. That's a little different. We're not going to talk about that right now, though. But, don't let the color of your skin dictate the things you want in life. And this extends to the people that use the color of their skin as an excuse to justify their failures. That's not how it works. So at the end of the day, I just want people to use their own conscience to decide who they are as an individual, not just something as finite as the color of your skin. At the end of the day, you're responsible for yourself. You are responsible for your own actions, your own thoughts, and your own dreams and desires. Now, I'm not saying you should be ashamed of the color of your skin, but I'm not necessarily saying you should be proud of it either. But instead, what I am saying is be proud of the things you can do as a human being. Be proud of the abilities that you have to accomplish X, Y, and Z. That's what I'm saying at the end of the day. That's what it all comes down to at the end of the day. The color of your skin is not who you are as a person. Who you are as a person is based on your own personality, your own beliefs, your own morals, so on. I'm repeating it so many times now. You get the point. And just to be clear, race and culture are two different things. Yes, race plays a role into what culture is, but at the end of the day, it's what you do and what you believe in, so on. Literally, what I've been saying is what defines your culture, not just the color of your skin. Like I said, go out there, Define your own culture. Define who you are on your own. Okay, bye.